Hello, welcome back to NUR Nursing 597. And in this video, we're going to go over Blackboard and a little bit more about the assignments and how to navigate the class. So let me go ahead and share the Blackboard. Share Blackboard. All right, and there we are. So let's just start at the very top. How to contact the professor, just like on the syllabus. Here is my name and my phone number. So hopefully you already watched the syllabus video, but if not, that's okay. I'm going to say some of the same information here as well. I don't care for email. I get a lot of it. If you want to get a hold of me, the quickest and easiest way is just to send me a text. If it's something really important that needs to go over email, that's fine. Still send me a text and just say, hey, I sent you an email, and then I'll look at it. But I'm not super great at looking at it. So just shoot me a text. All right, so there's that. I have a Zoom category right here. If you want to meet with me, if you have questions, if you have a question on an assignment or you want to see if you're doing something correctly, or if I have discovered like a problem and I'm like, hey, I'd really like to go over this with you. Can we schedule a meeting? Then this is the link to the Zoom and we'll set a meeting time and meet there. The next tab is the course syllabus and calendar. So I go over the syllabus in a separate video, and I have two calendars right here. You can download them, but I also put them on Blackboard, so you can just view them if you're on Blackboard. This first one is the just full calendar for 597. And if you scroll down, here's the combined calendar for 597 and 586. So you can just see what's due every week all the way down. All right. Instructional informational videos. So this is where when you look at your course calendar and you have like AACN licensure, like this kind of information down here about change and complexity theory, any PowerPoints, anything like that for the class, that will be here under these videos. And starting with the syllabus review, and then this one will be next. I don't really have it in the weekly format. I'll just list them here. And as you come up to that on the week, then you can just click on it. You're at the end of a master's program. Should be good. All right. Course materials. So this is where we have the more materials for the course. So I'll go over all of these. The first one right here is the NLN competency worksheet, which for this class is assignment number 4C. So it's the competency form and the checkoff objectives. So I'll show you that, and then the rubric. So let's go over all of that right now. Let me share. Here's the competency form. I touched on this in the syllabus video, but this is one of the assignments. You've done it for 582 and 584. You'll need to do it for 586 and then for 597. And basically take what you've done in 582 and 584 and paste it all into this document, and then add 586 to it and 588. And that's what you'll turn in for 597. So for 597, it's all of the classes 582, 4, 6, and 8, all here. And then I need you to list specifically which course you met the objective in. So let's say for competency number 1, facilitating learning, you met the course objective, NUR 582 didactic 3, and NUR 586 clinical 2. I just made those up, but you need to make sure you tell me what course the objective you're meeting is in. Okay, and this takes quite a while, so I wouldn't put it off until like right before it's due. I would work on it ahead of time. Actually, all the assignments are on the calendar and the rubric from the beginning of the class. So personally, if I were you, I would sit down, maybe take a couple days and just knock out as many as you can in the beginning, and start turning them in. That way I can give you feedback, and you won't be super heavy like with assignments at the end and stuff. So, okay. When you're filling that out, you will want to open that little checklist I said in there, the check off for all NLN AACN objectives. This is just a little Excel sheet I made. I use it as a cheat sheet. So I have one for every single one of you. And when you send in 4C, I open your document and I open this document and I check them off. So first, before I even look or read anything, I just go through and I make sure every single one of these boxes are checked off. So you can do that first. You do that ahead of time. What would be a bummer is if, wait, was that sharing? Oh, I don't even think that was sharing. There you go. This is what I was talking about, this little checklist here. What is a bummer is when you turn it in and we're so close to the end, and then I send it back and I'm like, hey, I didn't see objective 5 for 586 in here anywhere. And then you have to go back and add it. And if you've already been working on your presentation, you have to change that too. So just use this little checklist and make sure you go through and you can just check off every single objective from every single education class. And that's on your 4C worksheet, the NLN competency worksheet. Okay, what else do we have here? The course calendar and syllabus, I went over in a separate video. So let me go back to sharing a Blackboard. Okay, so that is what these are. This shouldn't be there, so I will take it out for you. I'll just do it right now. Why not? We're here. I only want the updated one and not that one. Okay, there you go. All right, so that's the rubric and the competency form and the objectives. And I went over the rubric in the syllabus video, so you can watch it there. In case you need a reminder what a SMART goal is, because it's in one of your assignments, there you go. Another part of one of the first things you'll do is you will create an outline for your portfolio, put a table of contents, and you're going to write a resume or CV, which is a curriculum vitae. And we're all familiar with the resume. It's a one-page document. You try and cram everything you've done on there in as few of words as possible, right? And a curriculum vitae is complete opposite of that. If you're going to do an educator job in a hospital or a clinic, a resume would be fine. If you're doing any, if you're seeking employment at a college or university, you'll need a curriculum vitae. So I put a sample here so you can see how it's different than a resume. So this is an old one of mine. It starts out pretty similar, like there's me, my education, my license. You can see how old this was, probably done in 20 or 21. Objectives and summary, just like on a resume. And then I started with my instructor and educational experience. So Cal Baptist, you want to really talk about like what have you taught, um, what you can teach, anything like that. If you haven't taught a lot yet, obviously, you can put like I taught this lecture. So maybe like this semester, you're going to give a lecture on cardiac in pathophys. So you might put that on there, like strategically taught first semester students the pathophysiology of cardiac disorders, or whatever. But you go ahead and you put pretty good detail there of what you've done. And then like I've taught everywhere I worked, I put what classes I've taught. And then my clinical experience before I was an educator. So these are what I did before that. And then again, a difference in the resume. You'll put on here presentations. If you've given a guest lecture, anything like that, you list them all here. Any publications, anything, even if it was to like a teen journal in high school or something, still put it here. Publications, any awards or honors, high school, college. You could even put like a volunteer section here, volunteer work you've done, anything like that. So this is in Blackboard, just a sample of a CV and what it looks like. And I have it there twice, which you don't really need it twice. So there you go. Okay, so that is course materials. Portfolio submission tab. This is where you're going to upload all the parts of your portfolio. So you're going to upload each assignment that you do here. And then at the very end, you're going to put it all together into one document and upload it here. Okay, so that's where you turn everything in. The presentation is separate. When you do your presentation, you'll upload it there. APA, there's a whole section on APA. Like I said, the points are usually lost for APA, not for content. And you will be expected to do the APA properly. I will do a separate APA video, or I will go over in detail APA. All right. And that's pretty much all for this Blackboard and this class. So basically, you have the syllabus, you have the calendar, it is. You have in course materials, you have the rubric, which describes every single assignment that you have to do for the class. This is one of them, the competency forms. This is where you submit every assignment for the class, except the presentation, which is right there. And this is where you will find all the instructional videos. And oh, one more thing, and then don't forget, if you can get a jump start, I would just start writing. Just start writing. You don't need a video or a PowerPoint or a lecture from me to complete the work over here. So this is just like extra that I'll be talking about. But to be honest, this section for week 3 won't be posted by week 3. It'll be posted probably week 5 or 6. So sorry in advance about that. But just start working on all the papers. Okay, a lot of papers, a lot of writing. Go to the rubric and just start. And just start as good as you can. Just start getting them done. Before you start precepting and all of that, I would just start writing the papers. Just a personal suggestion. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers this. And I will do APA in a separate video. Okay, Let me know if you have any questions. Send me a text. Thanks. Bye.